Good Thursday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Joseph Peterson, and let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Thursday going on into your future. So, starting off, what's going on right now in terms of the entire state of South Carolina? It looks pretty nice right now. No rainfall throughout any of these areas right now as we speak. But if we scroll our way out, see what's going on throughout the entire U.S., we do see some rainfall going on throughout Kentucky, Virginia. Iowa's getting some severe weather. Illinois getting some rain. South Dakota, Colorado, Utah, all these areas, even Nebraska, Idaho, Montana, all receiving some rainfall as we speak. We also do have some flash flooding going on over here inside of Arizona as well, so that's also ongoing. Now, in terms of cloud cover, we do have some cloud cover pretty much almost throughout every region from upstate to coast. Cloud cover going on. Now, it's not completely cloudy for everybody, but everybody's at least seeing some cloud cover. And if we want to take a look at our cloud cover for the future, pushing this forward into like this afternoon, going into this evening, cloud cover activity pushed its way down towards the south, and we do actually move, and a good amount of cloud cover comes in by around 12 a.m. or so. Now, as we go in and take a look at our current temperatures here, we're talking about 80 in Somerville, 80 Charleston, 79 Hilton Head Island, and 79 in Orangeburg, Georgetown, 80 Myrtle Beach, and 79 in Conway, 78 Sumter, 80 in Columbia, 77 Lawrence, 76 in Greenville, 75 Spartanburg, Gaffney. Now, for our air quality for today, it does look like that the majority of us trying to be in that moderate category. So if you're in the yellow, please make sure that you are paying attention for the air quality for today. Make sure it doesn't get too bad. And then if you're not in the yellow, you're good for today. High temperatures for today, we're talking about 95 in Greenville, 95 Spartanburg, as well as 98 in Columbia. 97 in Sumter, as well as Camden, Kingstree, 97 Moncks Corner, 95 in Charleston, 94 Georgetown, 92 in Myrtle Beach, and even 96 in Hilton Head Island. Heat index values for today, it does look like that we are trying to get into the 112, 113, 14 degree range or so as we move over towards the low country coastal areas, but it doesn't really matter where you are today. It's going to be hot. Heat index values from 102 plus from the lowest area to the highest area of around 115 or so. So, yeah, it's going to be hot today. Going to be hot. And honestly, we could be building up. I mean, this could be one of the hottest days of the year. And, we could potentially tie some records. We could potentially beat some. But so we'll see what happens here as we move over into today. Winds for today going to be pretty calm, 5 to 10 miles per hour, maybe even less. And then near the coastal areas around 10 to 15. Wind gusts for today probably getting from around 10 to 15 miles per hour, maybe even close to 20 near the coastal areas. Rainfall wise, we could see a good amount of rainfall, rather if it's in the low country, the Grand Strand, the PD, and the upstate over the next 24 hours. Some areas, 100th of an inch to a 10th of an inch. Maybe some areas around a 10th of an inch to a quarter of an inch over in areas like towards the South Carolina, North Carolina border or down near Georgetown. All of that's possible as we move over into the next 24 hours here. And that's not even including flash flooding. Not even including flash flooding at all. Now for thunderstorm activity, no severe weather is expected for today. So we're good here as we move over into today. And it shouldn't be one, but sometimes the SPC will update stuff later on. So right now, it may just be a regular thunderstorm type, but when they actually pull out the full update, it could change. It could definitely change. So we're gonna keep an eye out on that. Excessive rainfall wise, isolated flash flooding up there in the green. That's just like the foothills from Salem to Sunset, South Carolina, to Cleveland, South Carolina, Rocky Bottom. Those areas have a 5% risk of flash flooding for today. Now for the crazy score, we're at a 1. Again, probably could be a bit higher than that, but we are at a 1 for right now. Calmest we could possibly be at. No rainfall, no gusty winds. Just honestly nice weather statewide. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the models. Now we're going to start off here at around 8 o'clock in the morning, and just as we go in and push this forward all the way into this afternoon, going into the evening hours, you see showers and storms maybe starting to pop up by around 2, 3, 4 p.m., somewhere along that time frame. And then as you move even to around 5 to 6 p.m. and onward, look at all this shower and storm activity that we could potentially watch for as we move in to around 8 p.m. or so. This is 8 p.m. moving to around 9, 10, 11 o'clock p.m. and then 12 o'clock in the morning. And we still could have some rainfall moving in by 12 a.m. So, I mean, a lot of the areas do receive some rainfall. A lot of the areas do receive some rainfall. And this again, 7 p.m. right here, moving onward to 11 to 12 a.m. So every region has a chance of rainfall for today, I think. So do not be shocked if you see rainfall. Now, what about for the National Hurricane Center? Well, Cristobal, tropical depression Cristobal, now a 35-mile-per-hour storm moving away, and it probably will be done by around 6 o'clock p.m. or so today. I think that'll be the final advisory for it. So around 5 p.m., the 5 p.m. update, maybe the 8 p.m. update, whichever update it will be. Now, what about for the disturbances? Disturbance 1 is still over here. Showers and thunderstorms are showing signs of organization within the tropical wave. The system will likely become a short-lived tropical depression during the next day or two as it moves west across the tropical Atlantic. However, by late Friday, the system is expected to move into a region of strong upper-level winds and dry air, which ends its opportunity of development. So, pretty much strong upper level winds and dry air should end its development and its opportunity to. So if it doesn't, start fast, then it's not going to be able to do anything at all. And, hopefully that is the case, so it doesn't provide any bad weather to areas like the Lesser Antilles and Puerto Rico and those types of areas. But I mean, gusty winds and heavy rainfall will still impact those areas regardless. So that's what we're looking at there for those areas. And to be honest, I don't really expect too much from this. I just really don't. The ensembles right now, not Cristobal, but 92. Honestly, most of the models have it just continuing down towards the south. If you look right here at the hurricane models, the hurricane models have like one that gets like a little bit more towards the north, like one model, but that's pretty much it. You don't really see anything else in terms of major, um, major like northern track here, like a major northern track. It's only one. So I'm not really too, concerned. And then the intensity here, maybe a tropical storm. But again, that's about it. You do have a couple of them that try to get back up into tropical storm status later on, though. So that might be something to watch for. But for right now, really just watching for this main portion right here for the 96 hour and back part. Now, we do also have another area as well, Disturbance 2. It says a tropical wave located a few hundred miles south-southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands is producing disorganized shower and thunderstorm activity. Environmental conditions are forecast to become generally conducive for development, and a tropical depression could form late this week or this weekend while the wave moves west or west-northwest. So this has a 30% chance over the next 48 hours and a 50% chance over the next 7 days. So we are watching for this to potentially move its way through and kind of make somewhere close to that same track that 92 could. And 94L, still a bit far out right now to specifically say anything specific here, but you can see there are a couple of them that try to curve their way up towards the north. So we'll see what happens with 94. I'm more looking at the 94L more than the red one, the one that we were just looking at. But that's pretty much all that I have to say there in terms of the forecast for today. Make sure if you've not hit the like button yet or the subscribe button, please go on and do so. We have 823 subscribers trying to get to that main goal of 824. Well, that would, technically that is the goal, but not the goal. The main goal is 900. And then the quarter of the way goal is 825. So let's go on and get there. I will be back tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. with your Thursday, not Wednesday. We done with Wednesday. With your Thursday evening forecast update, make sure that you are there. And then tomorrow's Friday. So let's go in and get there.